click on this accession number. First one. What will happen upon clicking on the accession number? Which page will be opening? GenPip. Once we click on the accession number, the page display will be coming to GenPip. So the GenPip page for that particular accession number has opened. Now we want our subject sequence. Change it to first. Change it to FASTA, and that sequence that is now coming as the subject sequence. S1, S2 करके लिख दीजिए आप लोग. S1.
This is how we maintain the Word file. Yesterday also we discussed about this. So you just have the look that how you have to maintain your Word file. What information should be contained in the Word file. This file will be your property. When you complete this workshop, you will be left up with this Word file only. So you have to be very careful creating it.
We have made our word yesterday, right? Retrieval of the sequence, then the tree information, then sequence analysis, last, first organism, Homo sapiens, like that. So similarly we will be doing.
Blossom or
It has been written in the slide. Just let me read. So this is our first subject sequence. This we have to copy. Till here any problem? Are you not able to understand anything, or am I very fast? It's okay, the pace is okay?
the result which you are taking, you need to copy and paste it here also, because there are 50 results. What in term of all crossing all these 50, you have chosen one. So that one has to be pasted here with the information of identity, similarity, and positives. Identity, positive gaps. Go down. See in this Word file, this information is there. Score,
This is the
identity,
score,
positive.
Because this is our main class result.
Only
On
this
which-
part we have to take.
Yeah, on which value you find the sequence to be better than the others. So that you have to prove by mentioning its scores and identities. So
एक
that
बार
has to be
मैं
written.
एक बार डिक्टेट कर दो इस वर्ड फाइल को, शुरू से एक बार वर्ड फाइल को डिक्टेट कर दो.
Now see what all we have written in this word file. From here till here we had retrieved our sequence. From here we started the sequence analysis by using the tool BLAST. Now first we have to write the organism with which we are comparing, that is Homo sapiens. Then we have to write the parameters, on what parameters we took this value. So matrix value was Blossom 80 and expect threshold was 1. Upon that, what was the accession number that we finally selected as the best subject accession number? So that accession number has been written. Then finally, what was the result of the class? On what basis you find that accession number to be the best? So this is the result. choose the best one. Then click on the accession number to open the Genpact page display. Click on the accession number of the best, or click on the best accession number. That we have found the best. The Genpact page will be opening. Refresh the CDD if you find to see the function. CDD, scroll down. Then change the page display. PPT. So change the page display to faster to get your subject sequence. Similarly, perform BLAST with different model organisms to get different subject FASTA sequences. Now we'll see what are those BLAST pages. Next slide. Next slide. These are the parameters that we have taken into consideration. In order to select the highest similarity subject sequence, the identity should be highest, the gap should be minimum, the sequence length of the subject should be compatible to the sequence length of the query. It's not like that your query is of 110 amino acid and your subject should be in thousands. No, there should be compatibility. Score should be high, function should be similar. Next. So this is the first BLAST page that we have just now maintained. How? First we have to write the name of the organism, you have to write the parameters, you have to write the scores, identities, positives and all, you have to write the subject sequence, you have to write the function also of the subject in case it is matching with the query. So that you have to write. Similarly, you have to follow this BLAST with different other organisms just by changing the name of the organism in the organism box of the BLAST. That you can do. Next slide, show me the next slide.
Run blast.
Till here any confusion you can ask me.
बैक करो बैक करो नहीं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन करना कहाँ पे चेंज करो रन ब्लास्ट पे क्लिक करो ना रे छोड़ दो तुम क्लियर करने के बाद छोड़ो छोड़ दो ना करो